Hello there, Talkin fight fans around the world. Thank you for joining us once again on Knuckle Up for another exciting episode brought to you by Mike Orr at 4 and Cedric Benn, who's in the den. And today we've got a very special profile lined up, young fella. Young fella.
He's a young fella. He's a very young fella at the ripe age of 17 and has already had his pro debut. And who I'm talking about today, guys, is Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason. This 17-year-old southpaw is 5'9", with a 74-inch reach. Born in Bedford, Ohio, and now resides in Cleveland. He's ranked 94 out of 272 in the light division and 673 out of 1,967 in the world. This kid though. I know you're watching his highlights, Cedric. This kid though, he's one of these ones that you call a blue chip. This is what people are calling him.
Yeah, he reminds me of Shakur Stevenson in the sense that even though he's young in age, he's more mature in his boxing skills than his age. I know him as an amateur, seen him as an amateur. He competed against one of my guys a couple of times, Kioma Ali. And he's a very good boxer, Abdullah Mason. He's he definitely has a bright future.
Definitely.
So, 5'9" with a long reach like that. And the thing is, he knows how to use that reach. He has an educated jab. He knows how to use his distance with his cross left. And very good boxer.
Honestly, this Cleveland native, Abdullah Mason, is ready to conquer the boxing world. This lightweight prodigy, who many insiders tabbed as the brightest talent in the American amateur system, is not wasting time. At 17 years old, part of the Mason brothers family of fighters signed a pro contract with Top Rank and already turned pro in a 4-rounder on Friday, November the 5th. Honestly, won in a great fashion. I know you watched that fight. He's managed by James Prince and co-promoted by Antonio Leonard Promotions. He won the Junior National Olympics in 2017, the Eastern Regional Open in 2017 and 2018, and the Junior Open in 2018 and 2019. In April, he won the USA Boxing Youth National, cementing his status as one of the country's fighting crown jewels.
That's the fight that I have on my highlights right now. Is that
right now
last one from the Nationals, April 2021? And like I said, man, he definitely even like if you didn't tell me he was only 17, I would think that this was a senior level fight because he's pretty sharp for his age, man.
And honestly, I'll tell you, it all comes because 65 wins out of 80 fights in the amateur. Okay, 17 years old now. He recently relocated to Las Vegas with his family. Okay, he sparred people already like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Darwin Price. He's trained by his father, and he has 4 brothers, and all who are pro boxers. Amir, who's 24, Adel, who's 22, Abdurrahim, who's 19, and Ibrahim, who's 15. So, he's the second youngest. And he's got 3 older brothers that, probably throughout the entire course of his childhood were beating the crap out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see that. And it's usually the youngest one out of all of them that makes it. I think it's the same thing with Jaron Ennis. I think he has like 3 older brothers that were all professional boxers, but him being the youngest one, getting all the experience. So I'm assuming it's the same thing with Abdullah Mason. He has 3 older brothers that he can get all the experience from, and he just benefits just from the situation.
He's being trained by his father, who probably has been training him since birth.
Yeah.
When you live in a family of boxers, that's what you do, man. You eat, sleep, and breathe it, man. On his pro debut, man, it was nearly immediately apparent that his opponent, No Plan Phillips, was out of his depth. Mason owned the monopoly on a one-hand speed, accuracy, and movement. Throughout the first round, the Cleveland native kept his thumping jab steward to his opponent's face. As he calibrated the range of his power left, Mason even displayed defensive responsibility and offensive creativity by throwing a diverse array of shots. and doubling up on his hooks and uppercuts with the same hand. About midway point of the second round, Phillips found himself wilting and in retreat of the heavy punching, the heavily punching and pursuing Mason. When no plan was caught, with his back against the straps, Mason clobbered him with heavy series of left hooks that clearly shook him up. Feeling he had enough, man, the referee jumped in, stopped the assault, and literally, guys, I'm telling you, it was an assault. And man, to be honest, it was crazy. It was crazy. So, guys, I urge you to go and watch this fight, man. I tell you, watch this kid. Put a little star beside his name. We're gonna see big things from this kid. He's got the right management team. He's got Jay Prince in his corner. He's signed. He's got signed to Top Rank. What more could you want, man? Like that's when you're in the upper echelon of the boxing world when you're getting signed, man. This kid's in the top already. He's a top American boxer. Let's see what he can do, man. So, guys, make sure you start watching him. You're gonna love him.
Yeah, and make sure you tag him, let him know to come on the show so we can.
Oh, definitely. We're reaching out to you, Abdullah. You heard it here, man.
Exactly.
We want to talk to you. We want to find out, some things, man. We want to find out about what it's like growing up in a family of boxers and what it's like to turn pro at 17 and the kind of pressure that adds on you. Because at 17, you're still in school, man.
Yeah, and you don't, and at 17, you really have to rely on your skills because you don't have your man strength yet. So
Exactly.
That you really have to depend on your boxing skills to get you by when you're fighting the grown men. So when you turn pro, you're not fighting 17-year-olds anymore. You're fighting grown men.
You're fighting men.
Yeah,
so, man, he definitely has to rely on his speed. His speed, his accuracy, his elusiveness, and man. I can't wait to see this kid in 5 years to see what he's going to be doing because honestly, the only place he can go right now is up.
Yeah.
And he's already a well-established fighter. Coming from such a pedigree of boxers. So, guys, make sure you check this kid out, man. Abdullah Mason. Shout out to Ray, who's over in the UK watching us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, Ray?
Yep, always a pleasure, Ray. He'll be joining us on Friday, so make sure you guys tune into that, man. Ray will be coming to join us. Also, Ray, I got to ask you a question, so I'm going to message you after the show. But yes, to all our fans out there that are watching, thanks for tuning into this week's episode, man. Remember, like and share, tell your friends. Hit up talkinfight.com, subscribe, hit those reminders, people. Hit those reminders to come join us. Also, if you have any fighters that you want us to profile or you think that we've missed or that I might have missed, drop the names in the comment and I'll do my damnedest to do my diligence to research them. And yes, you know what it is, man. Happy Monday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
One more thing, we're also looking for for international up and coming boxers that might get lost in the traps that don't have a big promotion. So anybody listening around the world.
Yes, around the world.
Pro boxer from your country that's not getting as much exposure as they could be. Just at them, send them to our show, and we'll get them on.
And be on the lookout for next week's Murderers Row special.
Yes. Yeah.
Murderers Row special. Guys, we're talking about a group of boxers from the 40s who were the most dangerous men in professional boxing. Mm-hmm. Be on the lookout. We are going to be doing this special next week, and you should not miss it, man. So, guys, if you haven't yet, talkinfight.com, hit it up, hit subscribe, set the reminder, man. Murderers Row next week, guys. Remember that. Also, we get Miyamoto coming in the studio to join us so we can properly present her Knockout of the Week award. So that's going to be great, guys. Be on the lookout for that as well. In the meantime, I hope that's enough for you guys to get by till tomorrow. We'll see you same time, same channel, new prospect. Thanks, Cedric. You know what it is.
Gotcha,
everybody, don't forget, knuckle up, baby.
Peace.